Hello.
Howdy. That was fun. You know, you finally did it in the microphone.
In the microphone.
Yeah. So, hey, how's it going? It's only been, how long?
5 years and 17 decades ago.
2 hours later.
84 years later.
It feels like that.
It feels like it's been so long.
It has been. When was the last time we recorded? June? I think it was June.
It was probably back in the Ice Age.
Well, I thought global warming wasn't real.
But we just took a small break.
A small.
Yeah.
Well, you know, everybody, you also just clearly, because you've forgotten how to speak into a microphone, you just blew my ears out. Yeah, we took a small break. And there's still a little bit of a break. This is just kind of an intermission because we've heard from quite a few that you all miss us.
Oh.
Who'da thunk?
Who'da thunk? Little us.
Look at these people done having a hankering for us.
I really love that they're reaching out and
Me too.
saying, "Hey guys, we miss you," because that's all we wanted to do is make people feel community in some way.
And they miss our little bubble of bitch.
Yeah,
And bubble.
The bitch and bubble.
Yeah. So
what are we bitching about today?
I figure, you know, this is kind of a, hey, we're coming back. I'm not prepared. This was very spontaneous.
Yeah, I drank a margarita. I'm like, let's do a recording.
And I'm like, you know, I still have 1 week, less than a week until I get a new bionic foot. Yeah. So let's do it while we got it, because I'm going to be down for a minute.
Just for a minute, though.
Just for a minute. For a few. It's okay. I'll be at that Sturgill Simpson concert on September 27th in my wheelchair and my hat.
I'm excited.
With my no companion up there by myself because everybody else has seats everywhere else.
I love Sturgill.
I don't even know who he is other than...
He would
I'm just going.
I feel like Sturgill would be my hall pass.
You think?
I think so.
It'd probably be Colby's hall pass too.
I think so too.
Yeah,
he's pretty into Sturgill.
Listen, I knew of him, like I knew the name, but I'd never listened to his music before. Sorry, the cat is about to knock those chairs over. Sushi, can you not? I know that we've gotten out of practice, but like, fuck. No, I'd never, as Kru holds the chairs up because my fat ass cat is trying to knock them over. She's gained a bit of weight. It's fine. We're growing.
She's just fine in a cage. She's fine.
Yeah, no, I didn't know who, like, I'd never listened to his music before until Cheyenne blended with me on Spotify. Yeah. And that's all she listens to is grass blades and whiskey. So,
and whiskey.
Now I know, but we're all going. We're all going to see him.
I'm super stoked about it.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. No, I'm excited too. I'm ready. By that point, because like if I have the timing right, I should be getting like my boot back around that time. Cast off boot, learning how to walk again.
Yeah. We need to get some of those stickers so we can sticker up your boot.
I know. Well, Cheyenne's going to decorate my cast. We'll
put it in a shadow box after they take it off.
No, it'll probably smell so bad. It'll be a biohazard.
Well, we could enclose it in some way.
I've been cast it in resin.
Yeah.
Make it like
use it as our table.
Make it as a yeah, it'll be a coffee table. We'll leave the green flies that are attracted to it in there.
We'll put it on top of a wet floor sign. Caddy corner.
Yes, together. A wet floor sign, maybe a burnt...
A safety cone.
Yeah, a cigarette. Oh, that's
a melted safety cone with some cement on it or something.
The top needs to be like folded over. Like a sorting hat.
Like the sad. Oh.
Like the sorting hat.
What if we had a safety cone sorting hat?
Well, I mean, I tried to get somebody to crochet me one. It didn't work. I did find one person to do it. But yeah. You know, it's just been a wild 2 months.
It really has been.
We obviously have still seen each other, but
mostly on Fortnite. We've been kind of in hermit mode.
Well, I've been trying to like prepare for this surgery.
You've been nesting.
I've been nesting, trying to prepare my home because it's a death trap.
Yeah.
And I will not be mobile in any way, shape, or form for a hot minute. And I live in a fucking maze of a death trap with glass everywhere. Like, it's a disaster in here. I actually bought the stuff today to set the couch up to make it my bed because I can't get into any of my beds. There are 4 beds in this house. I cannot get into a single one of them.
They're all too tall.
My grandmother needed to sleep with the clouds and Jesus himself.
It's like they were trying to keep away from bears or something.
Honestly, Mom swears that she just did it so she could shove more shit underneath the bed.
That's possible.
Which, knowing my grandmother,
a storage situation.
Yeah,
that's how my ex-husband's grandparents' bed is like to the ceiling.
I don't understand. It's literally a 12-inch box springs.
The ceiling fan could take your head off kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you all get up there and back down though? Like, do you need steps to come back down? Because once you get to a certain age,
like those old dogs that like need the ramp to walk up. That's me.
Yeah.
And with my mom, there was a step stool for my mom when they lived here for a long time.
I mean,
she's pretty short,
rightfully so.
It makes sense. But yeah, no, I have to. Every bed is lifted, so I have nowhere to sleep. So I'm having to jerry rig my couch.
Jerry rig
for at least a few days until I feel good enough to climb.
That redneck ingenuity.
Yeah, and I'll figure it out. About probably a half of a night sleeping on that couch, I'll figure out how to get in that bed. But the first couple weeks,
I think you're just taking super caution, and I think that's all right.
I am. Well, I found out that, and you know, you were with me at this appointment, and you know, I found out that they were going to take that bone graft from my hip.
Yeah.
So like my new ankle bone is coming out of my hip. Nobody fucking told me that.
Hips don't lie.
Nobody told me that.
Yeah.
That, you know, and like you could have said something.
Right.
You could have said something because that changes everything. That I can't climb at all.
I went to one appointment with you, and I'm like, I got some questions though.
Yeah, she literally. Okay, so I took her to my orthopedic appointment to schedule the surgery, and for him to tell me just exactly what he was going to be doing. And the first thing that this fucking bitch asks is, "When can we climb in the creek?" When can we? And listen, that man, he was on his way out the door when she asked this, and he whipped around so fast. The creek.
He did.
Absolutely not. Not for a year. What do you mean? You're not getting in the water. Do not get in the water after surgery. You cannot do this for at least 4. I'm like, sir, I meant when I had 2 feet.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have surgery and then go out and live in the swamp.
No.
Like, what?
I'm more meant like, when will you have confidence back again in your ability to navigate the creek system, because that's where I want to live.
Same.
And I want you to live there with me.
Well, I mean, I've been living there for the last few years.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was my job.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to go back.
Yes.
I'm ready to filter feed again.
That'll be fun.
I'm ready to get my gills flapping.
And teach me how to do all the things.
Teach me how to doogie.
Teach me how to
I don't know how to doogie. I'm sure somebody does.
I don't know. Is that the one that's like...
No. What the fuck is that? And nobody can see that. So it really doesn't translate. She's out here doing a swing dance.
1 margarita and I record a podcast. 2 margaritas and then I shake my ass. I'm kidding. 3 margaritas, I fall on the floor, because 2 margaritas is enough. No more.
Oh, hey. I wish I had an air horn. No, listen, somebody call the NBA.
I'm a lightweight, babies.
That's not true.
Listen, and when it comes to whiskey...
That wasn't a whiskey margarita. It was a tequila one.
I think it's actually the sugar that gets me going, really.
The betas?
Yeah, it's the betas.
It's your pancreas.
Sugar high. That has nothing to do with the amount of alcohol that was in that.
Your pancreas is like, hey, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I don't drink much. Very, very, very rarely do I drink, and it's usually socially. I asked my parents if they would take me out to dinner because my birthday is on the 9th, and I'm not going to be feeling like doing anything. I'll have just been sliced open. So I was just like, can y'all please take me to dinner or something before I end up having to sit in my house by myself on my birthday, like I do every year.
No.
But Mom accidentally ordered the wrong color of wine because she can't have red wine because she's allergic to it. So she thought a Zinfandel was white. And so she ordered that, and he brought it, and she's like, I can't drink that. Like, I'm allergic. And I'm like, well, I'll drink it. Let me have it. You know, and it was a hefty glass. Like, it was a good, healthy glass of wine, right? And I've not drank it God knows how long, since we went and got margaritas that one time, actually.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Which was months. Like, probably, well, I had just gotten hurt, so May. But I drank it, and Dad was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why is your face so red? Why are you so loud? And I'm like... Dad, I'm drunk. I wasn't drunk at all, but I was very tipsy.
A little buzzied.
Yeah, I was a little blurred around the edges.
I bet he gets loud.
He doesn't get drunk.
Well, see, that's the thing. We wouldn't know.
But he's loud
if
anyway.
He did. I feel like he would get louder.
Well, so this is probably one of his favorite stories to tell, and he definitely tells it every single time I ever bring up that I drink tequila. And what's funny is, like, I'm about to be 33 years old. Okay. I can confidently say this. I have had more tequila than that man has ever thought about having. But he wants to give me a lecture about tequila. And there's a reason I don't drink, and it's because of tequila.
Is it?
Right? Costa was a wild time.
Oh, okay.
And then my crazy fucking ex was an alcoholic, and she just wasn't
an alcoholic for a minute.
Like she ruined most things in my life. So
Jack Daniels, and I can still drink it straight.
You can. I've seen it.
Yeah.
But his favorite story to tell is when he was in the military. I think, and I'll probably get it wrong, but I think it was some sort of officer party. And somebody soaked a watermelon in tequila, like they cut holes in it and put the bottle, and he ate the whole thing. Yeah, and he he said he puked watermelon for like 12 hours, like a long time, and then woke up in the bathtub, and they had to call mom to come get him.
Why would you sit at a party and eat the whole watermelon, though?
Why would you do anything? Honest, like,
He's so silly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're driving,
He's like, I don't trust nothing else, but I'm
gonna eat this watermelon.
I never met a watermelon get me.
And then went outside and shot tank rounds at people. But like, it's fine. But yeah, that's his. He is just like,
my little brother just got a promotion.
Yay! What rank is he now?
He's a sergeant.
Oh,
is that what SGT means?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't know.
It is. Sure is. Good job.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. Yeah. Good job, bub.
We proud of him.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. And he's in the Air Force, right? Navy? Which one is it?
He's in the National Guard.
National Guard.
He's an MP.
He's an Oompa Loompa?
An Oompa Loompa.
Does he make Laffy Taffy? If you don't catch the reference, go listen to our past episodes.
Yeah.
We're currently streaming on all major platforms.
On all of them.
All of them. Literally, I've spent countless hours putting that bitch everywhere.
I would say he probably makes some Laffy Taffy every now and then.
Ew. I could use some Laffy Taffy. Do you have any jokes for today? Did you save any of the rappers? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to cut you off right there, Cynthia. I got one of those Laffy Taffies the other day from the Dollar General.
Yeah.
And it was one of the big ones, It didn't have any jokes on it. Not a one. And it even said on the wrapper, jokes on every wrapper. There wasn't.
But it was cut off.
No, it wasn't even there.
It done run off.
It wasn't there. They never printed it. I got all the fucking nutrition facts and about soy lecithin and all that bullshit. But I didn't get any horseshit jokes to put my titties out on Facebook for reading.
Y'all like that, didn't you?
I real did. I watched it about 13 times. I real did.
Yeah, you can watch it a little bit later.
No, I done burn it up. It don't even play no more.
I fucking hate the algorithm, man. Because, I posted a video on TikTok and it had been a minute. And I posted it about my husband because he's pretty awesome.
He is.
And then I immediately had recorded that video after that because I was having a good morning.
Yeah, it was a good titty day.
It was a good titty day for sure. And I recorded that video and I posted on TikTok saying, this is what my only POV, if I had an OnlyFans, is there a market for that? And 0 views for 0 views for 2 hours.
Nobody likes you.
Nothing.
Okay.
So I deleted it.
Listen to that though. You never popped up. Every time you post a video, it always pops up first.
Because I said only friends. I didn't say only fans.
You're supposed to say only friends. FRANZ.
Okay.
That's how you do it. Friends.
My bad.
I don't know. If that's
it got blacklisted for sure. So I deleted it and then I reposted it with "Want to Hear a Joke."
And how many did that get? 9 million.
It's got.
Well, with titties like that, I'm sure you've got it's up there.
I do have I've got a pretty good rack over here.
You do. At least 3,000 of those views are me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I swear. I'm not over here simping.
I can see who's viewing it.
It's right. It's none of them are me. I did watch one of them. I watched it once. I'll go back and watch it again if you want me to.
I've watched it 15 times.
You look good. You look good.
I love titties, and my titties look good that day.
They did. Well, they look good every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen them pretty low. Seen them pretty high. They look
Do
great
your
every
boobs
day.
hang low? Do they wobble to the
I thought it was our lips.
Oh,
Is that
the
what
labia?
it was? Labia. Do your labias hang low? Mine don't. I don't think I have any. It's just melded together like a Ken doll. But technically, I guess it would be a Barbie because I'm not a man.
Spiders out.
Huh?
It's to keep the spiders out.
Listen, my house is overrun with them right now, bitch.
Bless.
There's
My
spiders
porches.
everywhere.
Can't wait to get those spider webs, though. I'm going to get them.
Well, so I had to build me one of them their knee scooters to mobilitize myself when I'm able to do that. And so it came in a pretty hefty box, right? So I built this scooter and I put the box outside because it was large. Mm-hmm. And I have no room as it is. Okay, so I put it outside. It was out there for one day, 24 hours. And that motherfucker, I don't know what spider built the labyrinth that was in that box, but I felt bad throwing it away.
He was just, in a mobile home.
I mean, it was big and it was thick. And I grabbed that box and I was just like, this bitch is going to run out on me while I'm dragging it to the street and I'm going to fall.
Those ones with the chaos webs like that always weird me because there's so many spiders that can have those that are just super thick.
Well, this is one of those ones that look like a quilt. Like it looks solid. It would, they were there to stay.
There's several different Kentucky spiders that can have that, and I know you probably know that.
Yeah,
but
you're preaching to the choir on that one.
Is a brown recluse.
Sure is.
Every time I see them, I'm like, oh my God, it's a brown recluse.
It's
every single time.
It's a death spider.
It's the death spider.
It's a death spider. Mm-hmm.
How many minutes you got to get that out of your system once it's in it?
The death spider?
Yeah.
The juice?
The brown recluse juice.
Oh, I think you need to go immediately. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know much about the spider venom, but I think that it might not even be venom. That might not be the proper term, but we are. I do live right behind it. But I think it's similar to snake bites. Like you need to get to and keep your heart rate down. But right, the first thing they tell you to do when you get bit by a snake is stay calm.
Listen, I can get hyped just sitting here.
Ma'am, I can't stay calm. I've got copperhead teeth in my ankle. What do you expect? I've got a black mamba up my ass and you want me to keep my heart rate down? Ma'am, my blood pressure's 200 over 180.
Yeah.
No, we're having a stroke.
We're having a stroke right here, right now.
Today, right now.
Well, isn't it to keep the poison from getting further?
Yes, it's to keep it from, in your bloodstream. Yeah. But I know with spiders, I don't think it actually, it's more that, it's more of tissue death. And it doesn't really so much get into your blood like snake venom because they're tiny bites. Because the one time I got bit by one. And I just thought it was a pimple. I didn't know. And I kept looking down and I'm like, this zit hurts, and it started really festering.
I've had those spider bites
right.
before.
And I went to the hospital and by the time I got there, it had started to eat away. God. Yeah. It was similar to when I had my tail removed.
Yeah.
It ate clear to my fucking elbow. But they gave me antibiotics.
That was a spider bite.
In my asshole?
Yeah.
No.
A spider ate your asshole. What if you
at least somebody is.
Now?
What?
At least somebody is.
At least somebody is. I don't know.
I said, what if you have superpowers now?
I don't. I feel like I would have found them by now. That was in middle school.
I think you're pretty super.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people would probably say otherwise. But usually it's because they suck themselves. So
Yeah.
I'm really not that bad. Don't believe everything you hear.
I don't know if I would even say that. I would say that you're actually pretty spectacular and people are stupid.
I would agree. I know I'm learning my worth. This has been this last year has just been it's 1,000% because of being back. I am 100%. Life will change when you change your environment.
Yeah, it will.
And finding a safe environment with a support system and people that genuinely care makes a huge difference.
It really does.
It does. And
loving yourself more than you love others.
Listen, and that has been a journey in itself. I can't wait for the second half. We're not giving it away right now because this is absolutely an intermission, but I can't wait to tell you all everything when we come back.
Yeah.
There's so many stories, lots of doctor appointment stories, and you've been doing some things. You've been on jury duty. And not even good jury duty either.
Yeah.
But there's lots of stories coming. I'm excited.
We've had a lot going on.
And it's only been it's not been that long either.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. You know, I genuinely hope, and I hope this for everybody else out there in listener world, that the second half of this year is much better than the first.
There is a lot of things going on in the stars right now that will stand for that for a lot of people, as long as you're able to release the old and allow in the new. Some people like to hold on to the old that isn't good for you.
No.
I say let it go.
Listen, I've been doing it.
Let it go. Let it go.
I did. I let it go. Oh, that could not have been any more perfectly timed. The demon was just like, amen.
We're over here letting shit go in part 2 of season 1.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And I'm like, this surgery on Tuesday is like a closing of a chapter and the opening of a whole new one. Because it's like the finality of the last 5 years of my life.
Of the trauma.
Of the absolute, yes, terrible things and people and places. And
yeah.
And
it's like them cutting your bone as a cord cutting ritual.
It is. It absolutely, oh, God. I don't even want to think about it.
You've watched the videos and you know.
No, I did not watch any
didn't?
video. No, I'm too scared.
Oh.
I feel like when they wheel my big lard ass into that operating room and I see the bone saw on the fucking table.
They're not going to have it out in the open for you.
They do too. Dr. Secor did. Yeah, I'm calling you out, sucker. I wouldn't be in this position if y'all old ass would have fucking fixed me to begin with. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Lord. But they scheduled. They finally put the. I'm sorry. I'm so hyper focused on this surgery. It's all I can talk about until it's over. I'm so scared. But they finally put like the appointment and like the My Chart
it's in there
thing, and you know it's what is? Hold on. Let's. Do you want to know what it's called? Would you like to know what my surgery is called?
Yeah, let's hear it.
It is an open fracture ankle reduction internal. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Well, and like I sent like a screenshot of the case study that my doctor wrote up for like, you know, in the notes. And I have a friend who she's a supermodel, like dead ass. She's running for like Miss California or something right now.
Ew.
But she's also an orthopedic PA. And I messaged her. I said, girlfriend, help. Like, am I going to be okay? Like, am I going to be all right? Am I going to be able to walk like a normal person again? And she's like, what'd you do? Like, what are you, you know? And I sent her the screenshot. She goes, oh. She said, ooh, that's a rough one. I was like, yeah, no, she goes, that's a pretty serious injury you got there. She goes, make sure you follow the post-op instructions.
There you go.
And I said, okay.
They're going to set you right. You just got to keep it right.
That's what I'm scared of. And then, you know, because I'm getting plates and a couple screws. I don't know how many or anything.
You said a year, though.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to be tender with it for a year, and you're going to continue to be tender.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I babied the broken part, for a better half of 2 years before I did this.
And once it's fully healed, it should be stronger than what it has been.
I would hope. Yeah. Because, I mean, if you're going to...
Because you were contorted in a way.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, like when he did...
And that's why your hips and everything are hurting.
Yeah. Well, because he told me that apparently I have altered anatomy.
Ooh.
It was all that going to altered state when I was younger, when you know, in the mall. But I have altered anatomy. So I also get orthopedic braces to correct my feet.
What a nerd.
Like, y'all couldn't have fixed this when I was like Forrest Gump. Like,
yeah.
And I'm sick and tired of everybody calling me Lieutenant Dan. Nobody's giving me any ice cream. Nobody's giving me any fucking shrimp boats. I'm sick of this. If you're going to call me Lieutenant Dan,
Put
at
me
least
on the water.
Why can I not grow a goatee? I've been trying.
Oh.
I've been trying. I even just about thought about quit taking my thyroid medication so that I could grow facial
You
hair.
probably could if you
It didn't work. I grew chest hair though.
Did you?
Yeah, look. I plucked it. You can't see it. But
I've
no.
got lots of chin hairs now. I get them waxed.
Listen, Amber she
The
enjoys
witch
waxing
hairs.
me just for fun. She likes to hurt me.
I
think she's a
enjoyed hurting
dominatrix in a
people.
past life, honestly. If she's not, she really needs to embrace it.
Mm.
There's your sign.
There's your sign.
Open up a BDSM
been
room in
doing
the
a
back
lot
of
of
your
that
salon,
today.
Amber. What?
There's your sign.
Oh.
You told me that earlier too.
Because I saw something with Bill Engvall and Jeff Foxworthy in it, and it's been stuck in my
I
head.
love them.
Are they even still alive? I know. Oh, Ron White's ass.
is.
His fucking tater salad ass. I hate him.
Do
I don't
you?
hate
I
him. I
love
really
him.
don't like him. He gets on my
Yeah.
nerves. He gets on my nerves.
I feel like it's very King of the Hill.
Don't insult my Hank like that.
Oh. Okay.
He's my Hank.
You're Hank.
Listen, King of the Hill is my family.
Yeah.
Like, they're not that... My mother's not as stupid as
That's
Peggy
one of
is.
Colby's
but
favorite shows.
It is my favorite show. That's all I watch.
That's ridiculous.
Do you know how many
What's
times...
wrong with you all?
I know. Well, I watched it a lot when I lived away because it reminded me of my parents.
Oh.
But I will say, like, my parents are not as stupid as they are. Like,
No.
they're not like that at
Parents
all.
are
They just
so
look like that.
It's hilarious.
And I am Bobby.
Yeah.
That's my purse. I don't know you. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
In my women's self-defense class.
Yeah.
But I am a woman, so it works.
It does work.
Yeah. But I've domineered this whole conversation. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Well, with it.
Listen,
I had some trauma today, y'all.
Yeah, she's in the... It's been a day.
That's why I drank that margarita,
Tell
and
us-
I feel like I've been a bad
Tell us
girl.
about it, Delilah. Delilah.
So, like, I've got this thing that's called BPD, right?
Girl, we both do. We have very similar diagnoses.
Yeah,
I think that's why we love each other so much.
probably. It's a trauma bond.
No, we don't have a trauma bond.
Are we twin flames?
I think so. I genuinely think so.
You think we're twin flames?
Yeah,
okay.
I do.
I could see that.
I don't think you're a karmic connection unlike everyone else recently.
I'm here to stay, bitches.
Listen, you've
I've
been here.
I done been here.
My favorite thing, and I'll let you get back to your story in a minute. I just have to brag because, like, when I first came home from Charleston, when I broke up with my ex, and was completely just like not, and I hadn't spoken to you, and I couldn't tell you how long. I don't know. Like, we interacted on Facebook every now and then, like you'd
Yeah.
like something or comment on something, but like we had not spoken at all.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was. I messaged you about something. And I don't remember, and I'm sure if I scroll back, I can find it, but we talked too much. I don't have the patience for that.
Yeah.
And it was 2 years ago. The only thing that you said to me was, I knew you'd come home to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never forgot it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I left again.
And
then I moved back to Charleston and fucked that up.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't fuck anything up there, actually.
Well, it's like you were running away from me the whole time.
I wasn't running away from you. I was trying to hold on to a family that I didn't have anymore
Yeah.
because I was being lied to.
But see, when one door closes, another one opens.
It does.
And now you're coming to my baby's birthday party.
I
and
sure
you
am.
bought
I have
the
her
cutest
gift.
present.
Listen, I've got her gift
and
in
they
the car.
love you so much.
I love them. I've been babysitting. Well, once.
that one
I've been
time.
attempting to babysit them.
The one time I actually had to go to jury duty.
Mm-hmm.
I had to fuck up my whole month
time.
to go there for 2 hours one day for them to do roll call and me to tell them that I was biased and couldn't be there.
I know these people. I did her lashes and her labia. Get out.
Listen, when you grow up in a trap house and then you own a salon
In the
you
same
know
city of the trap house.
everybody.
Yeah, you do. But which leads back into your story that I interrupted. So go right ahead.
Okay, so I had a moment this morning because I've been in a BPD split for 2 days. And if you don't know what that is...
2 weeks, actually.
Has it been 2 weeks?
You've had 2 splits in the last 2 weeks.
I did have a split a couple of weeks ago just because of normal life stresses and burnout and all that stuff. And this is a continuation of that. I don't think I ever completely popped out. But like for the whole month of June, I was really sick, and the whole house was sick, and we still haven't fully recovered from that. And then we have jury duty, and then my daughter's birthday is coming up, and Bex's surgery is coming up, and my husband started a new job, and June and July are slow months in retail, which applies to salons too.
Because everybody's out partying.
We got so much stuff going on right now. And all that piled up, and I had a burnout moment, and then I got triggered the other day, and we won't talk about the trigger because it's embarrassing that I'm still not through what I've been through to me.
You shouldn't be embarrassed.
But I got triggered and hit another split again, lickety split like that. And sometimes whenever you are in your awareness enough as somebody with BPD, it's kind of like whenever you know you need to puke. Like you go to the bathroom and you sit in the front of the toilet and you're sitting there drooling on yourself waiting for that.
You got
puke
the 4
to come
second
up.
slobbers. You've been slobbering
And
for
then
weeks.
finally you just put a finger in and lube it up and go in and
All
hurl,
dinosaurs.
and then you feel so much better afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So because I am unmedicated by choice, because I hate how medicine makes me feel, I did that for a very long time, and I support everybody in all their walks of life, and if I hit a lick too hard, know that I'd be right back on it too.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, we've only had minor breakdowns compared to what we used to have.
We're improving.
We're improving. And so anyways, I had a breakdown today, and I knew I needed one, but I went to search for the one thing that gets me going quicker than anything, and that's the voicemails from my mama.
It was not a vibrator.
It was not a vibrator. We do that on a normal basis. I know where those are. But those voicemails from mama are on a voice recorder that I kept in my hutch that is now at work. A lot of things have moved around, and I hid it from myself. And I literally tore apart my whole house this morning before I went to work and ended up in this whole massive breakdown because I thought I would never hear my mom's voice again. And of course I text my husband because he fixes everything. And then I text Becky. Because she also fixes everything. And it's nice to have
Because I'm
teamwork.
a lesbian.
Teamwork makes the dream work there. And so she's like, would you shut up? And Colby's like, I'll fix it for you. And I'm like, okay. And literally, shit you not, as soon as this man gets home.
The first box he opens.
The first box.
On top. On top.
The one that I did not open.
Because you're
it was
too busy
right
yelling
there.
at me.
It was right there.
Just like I told you it would be.
And he calls me so soft and sweet and tells me that he found it.
He goes, and I quote, I found the recorder. I love you.
And everything was fine again.
Yeah.
So
now here we are.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Well, I'm in my defense, I said more than shut up.
You did. You
Okay.
said so much more. You were my voice of reason when Colby was like, "Oh shit, she's shit a brick," because I was like, "This will be the one that sends me."
Yeah.
And
well, that's a big deal.
AKA sends me on a 3-day vacation
to the mental hospital.
To the mental hospital because I have issues. I'm mentally ill, and I'm able to do all these things whilst being mentally ill because of the support system that I've acquired.
Yes.
And it's pretty great. So find you a good support system. I think that's what this whole episode comes down to.
Find you a good support system. It makes all the difference.
Find your people and quit trying to go after people who aren't your people.
Quit making yourself home where you don't belong.
Right.
And as somebody who has continually done that, especially in the last few years.
I think it's a journey all of us go on.
It is. And now, is it a journey that I wish both of us could have dealt with before we were in our 30s? Yeah, I do. But,
yeah,
because like, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, we're 30 in our 30s. Like we are officially in that age where the kids think we're old and the adults think that we're just stupid.
We didn't know we were wearing a mask. We thought we were being proper.
Yeah. I mean, I was just making everyone else comfortable because that's what I've always had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But It's not find your peace before your peace finds you, you know, like honest. And as terrible as that sounds, like I was forced into my peace.
Yeah.
And I needed that.
You had to.
I had to.
Yeah.
Because it was either that or I was going to die.
Yeah.
And then my idiot ass went back and just tried to make myself fit in a puzzle piece that did not fit. Yeah. And it never fit. It was just a little too big.
I have it, and there was whenever I lost all contact with Mom, me and my therapist, that was around, I think I was like 13. But I was like, I want to live with Mom. I miss her, blah, 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 you know, like really just.
I'm grown. I can handle that environment. I know better.
I did miss her because she allowed me that freedom that I need freedom. I have to have my space.
You're such a free spirit.
I have to have my space, and it's because that's all I've ever had. But she offered me that freedom, and I missed it because I felt so confined in my new home. And she was like, no goes backsies, ever. You start a new journey. You let that door close.
And like, think about that. Think about your mother telling you that. Like she had her faults. Yeah. Okay. She for most of her adult life was not that great of a person. You say that yourself, but listen to what she told you. She knew what you needed to do. And she sacrificed that relationship with you so that you would have a better life.
Yeah.
And like, despite what she did for a living and everything else and what she chose to do with her extracurricular activities, she was your mom and she loved you in her own way.
I've lived my whole life that way though.
Yeah. But like,
no takes backsies.
Well, and
once I'm gone, bitch, once you've pushed me to that point, I'm gone.
Yeah. And I know I wish I had gotten to that point much earlier because I would have avoided the heartbreak that I have. But that heartbreak has turned me into the empathetic, loving person that I am.
Yes.
And it shapes both of us to be who somebody else needs, you know, and who we need. Yeah. And, you know, I should say who we need and eventually who somebody else will need.
And it's like one of those moments you can look back and say, that helped.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.